Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Villa on Tour, where today we're going fancy.
Hospitality. All Premier League clubs offer various hospitality packages, and Aston Villa are no different. They offer not one, not two, but 11 different options. And for this game against Crystal Palace, they range from the Cells for £100 to the Aston for an eye-watering £780 for one game against Crystal Palace. So today, myself, Simon and Tiff will be trying one of the hospitality packages at Villa Park to see if it's actually worth it. We're in the sports bar, which according to Villa's website means it's a vibrant sports bar atmosphere with traditional burgers, wings and wide TVs for pre and post-match entertainment. Guests will enjoy stunning views of the pitch from the padded seating with the Trinity stand upper a short walk across the concourse. There's a welcome drink, 2-course informal menu and a former player room host. So, we'll be seeing what this area is like firsthand, trying out the beer, the food, the various facilities, the view from our seats, and those padded seats as well. Ooh. I'll reveal how much this cost us at the end of this video and whether we think hospitality at Villa Park is really worth it.
Right, McGregor reception, let's get out of this rain because it's not very nice. So obviously now we're multi-award winners. This is going to be a regular thing. Sod them peasants in the Holt End. Now we're going to be sat with Prince William in corporate, Tom Hanks, whoever it is, Simon Lyons. We're going to sack him off, mate. It's the old badge. Enough olds? So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the sports bar. On the way up, everyone was lovely, checking us in, got our sweet little wristbands on as well. Welcomed in with a programme, 2 drinks vouchers, happy days, and haven't opened this yet, but a nice little gift in an AV 150 box. We'll open that in a second, see what that's about. The space looks decent, nice and open, tables, got a nice view of the pitch, really great view. We'll have a little mooch around in a second, maybe go outside. Obviously, we're sitting in the Trinity, but there are actually seats out there as well. But no, initial thoughts, obviously, I haven't got a drink or any food yet, but it's a nice little space. Right then, let's see what's in this box. Oh, nice little mug, nice bit of decoration. Claret and blue on the handle. Oh, is it the old Trinity? That's nice. That is nice. A nice bit of character on that. The old tram, the old gates. Oh, look at that. That's quality, that is. Obviously, it's acting as a sports bar with all the screens. You got the early kickoff, Leicester versus Chelsea. Can't miss it. Nice little touch. This is a nice view if you can sort of see it as well. There's the Holt End in all of its glory. You can see everyone arriving as well. How are you finding it so far? Then it's quite an intimate setting, isn't it? It's not massive. Like there's not loads and loads of tables. Like I've already said hello to a couple of people, and I think there's a group of Americans over there who watch the channel. Actually, shout out to Jonathan and his family. But no, it's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, I like it. It's good. I just like having the view of the pitch, just sitting.
You can get that anywhere in the stadium, to be fair. But
not before the game and not having a drink.
Yeah, you can see obviously the pitch before the game and see everyone doing what they're doing and stuff, which is nice. Obviously with a drink as well. I can see them setting up the food over there, so that's a big bit for me. We're paying this money. What is the food situation? Thank you. Cheers. So, in terms of beer selections, it's either Peretti, Kronenberg or Summersby on draft, which isn't the biggest selection. There's only 3 drinks there. Obviously, they've got a fridge with bottled stuff. But I've gone with the Peretti, which I haven't actually ever had before. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not blown away by it. It's all right. It's average. So, in terms of where we're sitting today, I think we're sitting just there by the gangway. I think you can see by the colours of the seats they're slightly different because they're squidgy. Get us. But yeah, that's where we'll be sitting, and this sort of is our view. Right then, Si, welcome to Hospitality, the sports bar. What do you reckon so far? It's okay in there. Haven't had food yet, which is a big deal breaker, but it's all right, mate.
It's all right, isn't it? Yeah, we did it a few years ago, didn't we? In the old Heineken lounge, yeah. And it's it's similar. It's not fancy, is it? It's sort of like one of them like sort of in between hospitality areas, isn't it? Like in between like I suppose like a GA plus and a hospitality. So yeah, it's good.
Although they advertised it as unreserved seating, there's tables in there and then there's sofas. I just asked the bloke if we can go and sit on one of the sofas, and he said no. So that's not very unreserved.
It's all a bit weird. It's like we're supposed to be unreserved seating. We got led to a table. It's like tightly packed in, and so we just wanted to sit on the sofa overlooking the pitch, but because there was 3 of us, not 4 of us, we were denied entry. So there we go.
Just a quick note as well. I alluded to earlier. We are now multi-award winners on the channel, which is unbelievable. Us 3. Say hello, Tiff. We went to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on Thursday night and won the Best Club Content Creator at the Football Content Awards. So just a massive thank you to everyone who voted. The bloke there who runs the awards said that we absolutely smashed the vote. So thank you everyone who got involved in the voting there. Multi-award winners, not bad. So thank you very much indeed. So there are actually seats here, and we spoke to a lovely guy called Chris just a second ago in there who does have a season ticket in this little bit, and he sits here every week. So I don't know if that's the difference, whether you have to be a season ticket holder to sit here rather than us who are over there in the Trinity. Not sure. Right then, food time. Let's see what the fuss is about. So, little food review then from the sports bar. It was okay, like the mains are okay. There's a decent selection, sort of buffet situation, very yellow, very beige. But to be fair, if you call the sports bar, and if it's a sports bar setting, you kind of expect a lot of fried food, fried chicken. It's what you expect. Do you know what? It was nice. I think the only thing that I didn't have that was like sort of beige food, it was yellow though, was the corn on the cob. The only sort of vegetable, healthy option, I guess. Okay, so welcome to the Villa on Tour Bake Off. This is an apple mousse. I'm not totally convinced by that. And then we've got a lemon tart, which I'm looking forward to. Apple mousse, not sure. Ooh. Okay. Ooh, okay. I just think the colour of it is a bit wild though. I think that's what's scaring me a bit. Ooh. Pieces of apple within a mousse. No, it's nice actually, I like that. Mash.
I'm liking the puddings. It's literally what they made in the Bake Off semi-final, the little apple mousse, which is fun.
I think the mains were decent. There was a fair bit of choice. The chicken was nice. Not sure on the desserts, to be honest. Yeah, I feel like you've offered one fruity dessert. You don't need to be offering another fruity dessert. And so we've ended up having two fruity desserts, and I've got to be totally honest, not that keen.
Right, I've used my second drinks voucher to get my second Peretti to wash down the apple mousse. Backgrounds go for a little score prediction. This isn't too bad. Attention turns to the football. Forget the corporate for now. Big game against Crystal Palace. We need to get some momentum going. Juventus on Wednesday. Huge game against Chelsea next week. Injury issues for Villa. Obviously no cons. The team's interesting. Bogard gets another go at right back. Got to be winning today, mate. Got to get some momentum going, 100%.
Yeah, he's gone for that sort of attacking output in terms of Maatsen today down that left-hand side, and that's why he's brought Bogard in to try and shore it up over on the right-hand side with Maatsen sort of bombing on. Barkley obviously comes back in after injury, and with Onana and Kamara out, obviously that's really welcome as well. So yeah, big game. Obviously Eze's out for Palace, which helps us, and they've got other injury worries as well. So I think it's a must-win, to be honest with you. I think we really need to win, and I think we will. I think we'll do it today.
Big shout from me, by the way. I think Leon Bailey, it's a huge game for him. He's got one assist so far this season, but today is going to be the day where he gets that goal. I'm going Leon Bailey to score. Villa 2-0. What do you reckon?
2-1.
Running to Henry. What do you reckon the score is going to be, mate?
3-1 Villa.
You're confident today against Crystal Palace?
Yeah.
Good lad. Give us a big up the Villa, mate.
Up the Villa.
So I think we get to come back in here at half time. Maybe you can have a drink. I think you can use the drinks vouchers, whatever. I've already used my two. But I think you can come in here at half time. I think we get about an hour after the game as well. I'll reveal to you at the end of the video how much this was, but it is more than like the lower grounds, for example. But I think in there, obviously, you get fed, you get drinks as well. So I'm just wondering, I'm guessing the difference between that and this is you get to see the players warm up. Obviously, that's long benches. You get a table in there. Like I said, you got a great view of Villa Park, unbelievable view of the whole end. You get to watch the players warm up. We've been in here for about 2 hours now. I think it's about half an hour till kick-off. So you do get that extended period looking out into Villa Park. So maybe that's the difference. And do you know what? It has been decent in there. It is sold out. Like there's a lot of people in there, but it's not too busy. It's not crowded. It's not stressful. It's not loud. It's nothing like that. But yeah, certainly for people like me, it's most certainly a treat. Anyway, about half an hour to kick off now. Let's get to our seats and see how good they are. See what the view's like. So arrived in our seats, very, very good seats as well. All squidgy around here. This is all corporate, so not bad. Cracking view of the whole end, absolutely unbelievable. Slightly different view to what I'm used to, but no, it's nice. Can't complain. Ben Broggio on the bench as well today, though. He's a big fan of Villa on tour. Like this, he's commented on the channel and on my Instagram like since he was 13, and now he's 17, 18 on the bench in the first team in the Premier League. So shout out Ben Broggio. What a lad. What's going on with the Crystal Palace away end, by the way? Why is there like no one in the upper tier? I don't like to slag like away fans off at all, and I got it in the Carabao Cup. This is Saturday 3 o'clock. Why haven't they brought any fans? Bizarre. Fair play to the ones that have travelled, but that's poor support, that is.
He's still the world's number one. He's our number 23.
Jesus Christ, lads. Well, the 10 Palace fans in the upper tier are loving it. Wow. Easy. Go on, Ali. Go on. Oh, what a save. Nearly, Watkins. Nearly. Checking the screen? Oh, wow. Well, none of us really appealed for it. This will be our first penalty in a long time, if he gets given. Tielemans. Yes! Come on! Who takes it then? Tim McGinn's doing that thing where he just holds the ball. Is it Tielemans? Bottom right, Yuri. Bottom right, son. Bottom right.
Come on, son. Come on, son. Come on.
Moment at half-time, remembering those who lost their lives 50 years ago in the Birmingham pub bombings. 21 names on screen. Everybody paused in the stadium. Moment of applause as well. Everyone on the pitch as well. So nice to remember those guys. A really, really poor and ultimately worrying first half. So many problems all over the pitch, and the last 5 minutes of that first half really, really sums it up by winning a penalty, which, looking at the replay from a long way away, did look a little bit dubious, but missing that, the resulting corner. You probably tell by my reaction to the goal, but immediately going up the other end and Palace scoring. Exactly what happened with Darwin Núñez at Liverpool a couple of weeks ago. Villa have been working so hard over the international break, but you wouldn't be able to tell, would you, after that first half?
So many problems. I mean, the whole half was just frantic and frenetic from Villa's point of view. Like, we looked really sort of unbalanced, really sort of with wide open midfield, which is the first main issue for me. Right back clearly is an issue. Rodgers looks bang out of form. Bailey looks bang out of form. It's just, Carlos just keeps launching the ball either out of player towards a Palace player.
The only one is, I think, has looked okay so far is Watkins. His movement looks decent. Obviously, he's got his goal, which is great. I don't know, man. Just everything looks off. Like, it's so static and slow. And Palace, you can tell they're not a great side, but when they get it, they move it a little bit quicker. And there's not a lot of quality there. We're literally gift wrapping it for them. It is a worrying performance.
The thing is, for me, we look so vulnerable at the back. Like I say, they're just cutting through our midfield too. And they, every time they come forward, I feel like, oh God, they've got a chance at scoring here. But it's been just not a controlled half. Emery likes control, and that has been anything from control, far from control. Like,
I cannot believe we've done the same as what we did against Liverpool. Counter-attack from, obviously you saved the penalty. You can say what you want about the penalty. Switch on, it's our corner, and they counter-attack, and you're just waiting for it. It's embarrassing. Changes to be made.
I think you've got to change the midfield too for me. I think Barkley and Tielemans, it's just not. They look too slow together for me. I think you need to get McGinn back there for me, and I think McGinn out on the wing, he's just wasted there. So I'd take McGinn back there. Whether you put Tielemans forward or what, I don't know, but I'm not sure. There's not a lot you can do though. That's the problem. Like, you could bring Duran on, but then we know Duran and Watkins don't work brilliant together, and so I'm not too sure. But I mean, it hasn't been good enough at all.
Unlucky. Anyway, we've had our little rants. We've come back inside. Obviously, we're allowed in here at half-time. They've got tea and coffee, which is a nice little touch. Obviously, you can still get a pint or a bottle of beer or wine if you want. But tea and coffee is a nice little touch, and a nice little addition which you don't get anywhere else in Villa Park. The Wi-Fi is actually decent, so you can see everyone raging on Twitter. Perfect. What's he going to do now? Yellow card.
I'm surprised you.
He's lucky there, Matson, with the yellow.
Please welcome number 9, John Duran, number 12, Luca Dean. The goal scorer for Aston Villa, number 6, Ross Barkley.
Come on!
are 6 minutes added time. A minimum of 6 minutes.
I will moan and rant about the game, but the only positive today, come back in, mini steak and our pies, that'll do. Nice little silver lining on a pretty poor day. Now we have just recorded this whole entire outro, but I forgot to press record. That's not a very award-winning content, is it? I do apologise. I think we're a little bit calmer now from when we were coming out of our seat, because I'll tell you what, mate, all we've heard over that international break is Emery's never worked harder. He's been working super hard to get us out of this rut, losing 4 games in various competitions for the first time in his managerial career. But today, you look at that game and the performance, and yes, it stopped the losing rot, but in terms of that performance and individuals' performance and the defence and various issues, hasn't looked like much has improved, had it?
Yeah, I think individual performances further up the pitch, the likes of Bailey, who's banged out of form, John McGinn struggled to get into it on that sort of left-hand side position today. Rogers didn't have a good game, midfield too. The first half especially didn't work. Tielemans didn't have a very good day either. But I think away from that, I just think, I said to you, that you can play poorly and win games if you have a good defence, and that's not what Villa have at the moment. I mean, every time Palace came forward, it felt like they were going to score. I mean, even after Villa got the equaliser, you felt like, okay, the impetus is with Villa now, we go on and win the game. And yet, it was Palace who were the more likely to win it, and obviously Emi makes a great save. And so it could have been a whole lot worse, but I mean, if you're giving teams sort of 2 goals every game, which is it's kind of what we're doing at the moment, you're not going to win games. You know, like I say, you can play poorly and win games as long as you have a good defence, and I just think we're a million miles off that at the moment. Our defensive structure is just all over the place.
Where do we go from here then? Because I think we were all sort of banking on today being like that fixture at home against Crystal Palace, who've won 1 at home all season. We're going to get a result today, and then you go into a huge period in December. You've got Juventus midweek, Chelsea away next week, which is a huge game. You were hoping that today was going to be the one where you get a bit of momentum, you get that confidence back, you get 3 points on the board and go forward from there. But we're now stumbling into that Juventus game in the Champions League. That Chelsea game next week, they've won again today. Tottenham are currently winning. We obviously don't know how that's going to end. But I'm nervous now. As just said a minute ago, like, I don't know, it's not a nice phrase to use, but we don't know really on paper where the next win's going to come from, because we were banking on today being that one.
I mean, we're in a rut, and the only way you get out of a rut is working hard on the training field and trying to amend the mistakes that you're making. But we haven't done that today. I mean, like I say, that goal in the first half, it was the same mistake that we made against Liverpool only 2 weeks ago. At the moment, our league form is what is worrying me, to be honest. And so we've got to go to Chelsea next week and try and get a big win. It's going to be tough, but we need to do what we started doing last season, and we need to go somewhere like a Chelsea and get a big win.
So that's the football chat out the way. Now a quick review of the sports bar and how we found this hospitality package. Now if you're wondering how much it was, each today for the 3 of us, 288 quid. Now for Champions League games and for higher category Premier League games, it obviously is going to be a little bit more. But for 280 quid, you got 2 drinks, you got the food, you got the mug, you got the programme. The gifts are a little nice thing, like the mug is a nice touch, the programme obviously. But the main thing is obviously the drinks and the food. I don't think the drink selection was amazing. 3 drinks on tap, obviously there's a fridge as well, so not the best selection. I think in terms of the food, it was okay, it was decent. Obviously, it was a lot of yellow food and beige food, like I said, but I think that's to please the masses, basically. I think on the whole, it was pretty good, and the quality of the food was good as well. I was impressed. In terms of the setting, then actually in here is nice. I've been in here before, obviously, when it was the Heineken Lounge, but it's quite intimate, it's quite small. It didn't feel crammed or busy or loud or anything like that. I think everyone in here was really friendly. The staff were really nice as well, really helpful. Anything you wanted, they do for you. Obviously, you got the TV screens on as well, so we watched the early kick-off. We're currently watching Tottenham beating City as well, which is annoying. And you can, of course, stay in here for an hour and a half after the game, which is a nice little touch. I think most people have cleared off by now, but obviously we're still in here. You can still have drinks, the bar's still open, so again, nice touch. So the question I asked at the start of the video is, was today worth it? And I'm going to put it out there, I don't think any hospitality when you're paying a one-off is actually worth it. Like, how much food would you have to eat, how much drink would you have to drink to get £288 worth? Obviously you got the ticket included as well, but you'd have to obviously drink and eat so much to actually get your money's worth. But as a treat, I think, yeah, it's a nice thing to do. I think it's a mix in here between people who are here every week and have basically got a season ticket in here who own businesses or anything like that, and then people like the American tourists that we met earlier, Jonathan and his family coming over from America and actually just treating themselves and coming somewhere in here rather than sitting in, I don't know, general admission. But like I said, 288 quid, it would have to be something special to think, wow, that was actually worth it. But I don't think that's me slagging this off or anything like that. I think I could have guessed that before we came here. Obviously there's loads of different packages, like I said, that range from the cells for 100 quid to the Aston for 780, so absolutely no idea what they're like. I think we've definitely gone for like the mid-range sort of option here, where you've got the nice settings before the game, you've got the view of the pitch and everything like that. So yeah, it's been a great experience. It's been nice to come in here as a nice little one-off, a nice little treat, like I said. But was it worth it? Ultimately, no. So if you have enjoyed this video that's been slightly different, please do do get involved in the comments. Let me know if you think the hospitality has been worth it and drop a like on the video for it being something different. It's not going to be like this every week. Obviously, we're going to be back in the Holt End on Wednesday for Juventus at home. In terms of the game as well, get involved in the comments. Are you worried just like we are after that performance? Because not great. Thank you so much for watching. I shall see you on Wednesday for Juventus at home. All the best. Up the Villa.